I like a good like complex world building. I want to make some what? What is that face?
I'm gonna leave that up to you to
Oh,
decide.
oh, okay. You know, I'd never, ever, ever read reviews. Ever. I never read book reviews because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm so weird about that. Like, if I'm gonna read something, like just if they say it's good, that's it. Like, I don't want to read reviews. I don't even want to know what it's about. I, the reread I did on Quicksilver was so good, so good, and like, there's things in it.
You
I'm
want
like,
to start so we can talk about that
yes.
on camera?
Well, here we go. Let's welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Raven.
And I'm Kelly, and today we're going to talk about Quicksilver by Callie Hart. Okay, before we get into it, let me do my no spoilers summary. Though now I'm reading it, I'm like, maybe there's a spoiler or two. Hopefully not. Okay, Sarah's Fane is a thief with secret magic, and when her actions catch up to her, she ends up in front of the Undying Queen, sentenced to death. When death himself comes for her, that makes no sense. The
No.
sentence makes no sense.
I was like, yeah, no, where?
Okay, I don't know what I was going with this sentence, but it's definitely not this.
It's
Okay,
okay.
when then death himself comes for her, but instead of death, it's a mythical fae warrior come to life. She then wakes in the Fey lands in the middle of a centuries-long war against vampires. Her only hope of saving her family and herself is to become an alchemist for the brutiest, ill-tempered, foul-mouthed Kingfisher, the Fey warrior that had saved her from death.
Who's
That's it. That's
supposed
all
to
I
be
got.
death?
I don't know. She brings up the whole death thing several times, and it's in like the summary on Goodreads. So anyway.
I was with it, and then I was like, wait, what? It
Sorry about the janky summary.
was great.
Anyway,
I loved it. It was perfect.
so tell us the trigger warnings.
Oh shit, I didn't even do them.
Oh, okay. Okay, off the top of my head, trigger warnings.
All of
There.
them. I'll put a list. I'll post a list after this. So they will be displayed on the screen. Okay.
It's spicy,
It is. It is. It is. It is. It's good.
and I feel like if you liked Slade from Play to Prisoner, you're going to love Kingfisher. He has a dirty mouth
I
in the best way.
okay, can we really quick? I just want to make a comment about this.
Mm.
So whenever they were like, "Oh, what's his name?" Renfus was
Oh,
like,
yeah, Ren. Hmm.
Renfus was like, "Are you okay?" Because he was implying that Fae are very
Well
big.
endowed.
Yes, and
Uh-huh.
she discovered that with Kingfisher, but
Mm.
I was wondering, like, since Karen was that
Carrion Swift.
like
Yeah.
did I mean, does that shrink when you whatever? What did they do? He his dad put like a spell where he hid that he
Okay.
was. Anyways,
I I did not think that much into it, but obviously, like human men, I'm sure Fey men come in all different sizes, and she never said Carrion was small. She just said that he was amazing in bed, which sometimes equates to having a big member.
you know what?
So
She did mention a lot of good things about that. So,
so I'm assuming that it's big enough, but just not as big as Kingfisher.
yeah, because I was like, oh, she's never been in the Fae, and this is her first Fae, and then I'm like, hold up, hold up, I forgot he was, yeah, so maybe, yeah, I put a lot of thought into that one.
You did. You did a lot of thought on that one.
I don't know. The reread just hit different. It
You
was
know,
nice.
it did a little bit for me too. I think that when I read it originally about a year ago, I had maybe rushed it a little bit. And I was like,
Same.
okay, that was great. What's next?
Same.
And this time I really had the mental headspace to enjoy it and slow it down. So instead of finishing it in like 2 or 3 days, like I normally would, I drew it out longer than I normally would. And I appreciated it a lot more, I think, when I slowed it down.
I finished it quicker this time, but I it was like I don't know, just more details were coming at me this time instead of
Mm.
yeah, because I feel like I definitely probably rushed it the first time I read it. So it feels like
It's not like I don't remember anything that happened, but I just feel like as I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot that
same, the
happened.
same.
And I remembered the ending, but even there were details about the ending and the cliffhanger that I forgot about. And so I'm really,
I
really glad that we did a reread before Brimstone, so it's more fresh because there was a lot that I
the
had kind of forgotten about. The
the
whole
ending,
characters that I forgot about.
yes, the ending. I completely forgot that that's how it ended. I thought it was something more tragic, just probably because that's what I've been used to lately. But
I forgot the whole side thing where she goes and visits the gods. I completely forgot Lorith, and I love Lorith.
yeah, me too. I was like, who's this? And then Renfest is my man.
Yeah, love Renfis.
I forgot
Carrie
that
and Swift is, I remember thinking Carrie and Swift was funny, but the second time around, I was like, oh man, this is such a great side
I
character.
like him.
I like him a lot.
Yes, he's funny.
Yeah, like I was thinking about Fourth Wing, who am I thinking of? Riddick. He's like
Riddick,
definitely like
yeah.
on that level. Maybe even I like even more. Who
It's
else?
it's probably
Uh,
because we he's a fresh reread. But I like him. He definitely played his part very well.
and like Lies of Lena. Remember, there was like a couple of really great side characters in there. Um, and yeah, I'm like, man, but Carrie Swift, he's like top tier
Hmm.
side character. Really liked him. All the side characters were I felt like were written really well. And that's hard to do, I think.
Yeah, even what's her name? The asshole, the girl, Lilac
Danya,
or Don, no.
Danya.
Yeah, maybe that's the sword. I think it was her, the one who has
Yeah,
the sword.
that's
Yeah.
Danya. Yeah.
I completely forgot about the whole Fisher's sister and that.
Yeah. hmm I forgot about that too.
And then I also the ending where it was Carrion, and not actually Kingfisher.
That
I was like,
kills.
what? No,
Yeah.
that is the prince.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess, yeah, Kingfisher technically isn't a prince. He's a lord.
right.
And his stepdad is a king.
The role that Kingfisher is playing is actually supposed to be Kyrian. Kyrian went with his dad. That's why he got it's confusing, but at the end, mm-hmm. the house and all that stuff and the treatments and stuff, like the just the role that Kingfisher played through the whole book. Actually, it was Kyrian, but his dad took him with him when he went to Evalia. Yeah, when he went there. I didn't do the audiobook, so sorry. I don't know the names. But his dad took Kieran there, and that's when he put that disguise on him. And he actually was really the prince and hiding there. And he was like, "I've known you for thousands of years," or I've known he was in Evalia for thousands of years. Kieran. The whole ending of it was just I was like, "What?" So, anyways, okay,
I think you're not being very clear.
Yeah,
So,
it's very
can
confusing.
I clarify
Please.
so that people aren't confused?
Please.
So, from what I understand, Carrie and Swift used Swift is not his real last name. His father was the king,
Hmm.
and King Fisher's father was one of the king's best friends.
Hmm.
And when Belicon came in and basically stole the crown, Kingfisher's father took Carrion Swift to the human realm and disguised him as human.
Yes.
And that is where he has lived up until the point that Kingfisher brought him back. Kingfisher and Carrion didn't know each other
Hmm.
personally, but their fathers were best friends. Then Belicon had Kingfisher's father murdered
Hmm.
in a roundabout way and married Kingfisher's mother. So the king, the current reigning Fey King Belicon is Kingfisher's stepfather.
Hmm.
But so Kingfisher is a lord, Lord
Yes.
Kalish, and the stepson to the king.
Now,
But Carrion Swift is technically heir to the throne because his father used to be king before he was killed.
mhm. Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to explain.
Okay,
But
great.
thank you for clarifying. It was all coming at once, and it's okay. I talk faster, or I think faster than I speak, so it was lagged. There's lag. It was a mess. At least I
So
didn't.
Carrion Swift is Fae, and he's lived in the human realm for a very long time, and he's also old. But for some reason, Kingfisher didn't realize that Carrion Swift was a Fae. I guess his whatever, however he's disguised. So when Malcolm bit Carrion Swift, uh, he basically died, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they
because Carrion's blood poisoned him, and to the point where he was so weak that someone else was, I think, able to kill him,
it was the
chop off his head or whatever.
bloodline. The vampire wasn't supposed to drink from the same bloodline.
Yeah. So,
Carrion had a
yeah. So
secret.
in the next book, obviously, we'll figure out what the hell is going on with Carrion, and is he going to become king, or does he even want to be king?
I kind of liked him after like it was all exposed and he was just like still fucking carrying.
Mhm.
Still same old.
Same old, same
It's
old.
like I don't want this life. Um,
And then yeah, I just want to fuck around. I want any responsibilities. He's
he's
definitely a
he's
responsibility free sort of dude.
he is yeah, he is pretty careless. I love it though. I wonder what's gonna happen with her brother.
Yeah, we need to save her brother, please.
Yeah, but you know what? At first, whenever Carrion was like, "Oh, your brother's fine. He's in the seventh," and blah blah blah. At first, I was like, Carrion's just bullshitting to make her feel better, is what I
mm,
thought. And then learning who Carrion really is and that he's actually not a piece of work, he is probably not lying that her brother's actually safe.
mm. I never assumed that he was lying about her brother, but that makes sense. Yeah. Um, and then w the whole side thing with the gods honestly didn't make a ton of sense to me. And I'm assuming that that's going to come into play in the next book. But remember, you know what it reminded me of? Remember Fate Inked in Blood when they said that everyone has a predetermined fate, and then when you're blessed by the gods, you're fateless? That's what it reminded me of. Basically, like her and maybe even Kingfisher are fateless. Like no one can change their fate. No one,
That's
it's not
that's
fixed.
what I got. And he said that whatever path that they put them on, it still ended in the same way, or like still them two together.
Yeah, and it there's like a question of if they end up together, are they going to destroy the whole world?
Yes. is what
And
he thinks.
the answer is maybe. It's not yes, it's not no, it's a maybe. And so, you know how sometimes in books they're like, okay, well, we can't be together because if we're together, something bad is going to happen. But instead of that, it's kind of like, well, something bad might happen, so you get to decide whether you want to tempt it.
Yeah.
And
Good
so I'm like,
luck.
okay, well, what is she going to do? Is she going to go back and be like, we can't be together because we're going to ruin the world? Or is she going to go back and be like, fuck it, whatever, we'll see what happens?
I forgot that she turned half and half, like half fae, half vampire. I knew
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot a lot of stuff in this book.
I remember that she turned vampire, and I forgot she became the vampire queen, though.
That I was confused about.
So,
Um,
according to the vampire rules, when the king or the queen dies, whoever kills them becomes the next king or queen. So, she's the one that cut off his head, technically, even though like she was only able to do that because Carrion um poisoned him with his blood. But I think she's the one who actually severed his head, so she became the queen.
wasn't he the one that drank, wait, oh, I mean, how did she turn, what's his name turned her? So could she have became queen if she killed him and didn't get changed? I
No
think it
clue.
was, yeah, I think it was because what's his name was the second to Malcolm that he's the one that bit her, so therefore she,
No, it was because she killed him. Because I wrote a little note down about it.
I'm so curious now. I
Yeah.
might even
So
reread it before the again.
so we've got Kingfisher who's decided that he's just gonna be in love with her and that's his bait and blah 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 blah.
Oh,
After being an asshole the whole book, he's like, "Never mind, you're my mate. I want you." And um then she's like, well, the god said we might destroy the world. And then she becomes a vampire queen, and Carrion Swift is heir to the throne. So, big ass cliffhangers, big cliffhangers.
big.
Did did you read Kingfisher Point of View?
No, I didn't. I
Okay,
still
I read the
haven't.
King. They're not. It's not super long. It's two chapters basically. Um, if that's the only ones.
The one that I saw that the actual one is like 2 hours long, is what it said. So I don't think that's the full.
Yeah, because I thought what I saw was like something that was like almost a novella, but on
Yeah,
her website, it's only two chapters.
yeah.
And the part that so I don't know where to find the Kingfisher point of view um,
Like
without
I'll
buying it.
yeah. I
So,
don't.
okay, so I only did the two chapters. So there's probably a lot more that I need to read then.
I'll read it too. We can talk about that one.
All right. So, anyway, the two chapters that I read, didn't give a lot of information. So I was kind of like, I don't know if it was worth reading. But now that I know that it's actually like a full novella,
Mm.
I'll see if I can go read it. Um,
I think you can only buy it on her website. That's what I read.
well, they did do an audiobook version
Yeah,
because it keeps getting advertised on my Audible. So it's on Audible.
I just need a written copy.
I'm just saying maybe it's more than just on her website. If Audible has it, it's
I
probably
know.
on Amazon.
Well, I looked on Amazon for the written one and it wasn't there.
No?
That was the first place I looked. All that showed up were just
I'm
different
gonna look it up
reviews.
right now. Looking it up right now. Okay. Kingfisher. I don't know if I like his name though.
I thought that from the when I first read the book.
I was like, I don't know what I think about this name.
Kingfisher.
Yeah. Well, for whatever reason, Amazon's only showing me the audiobook.
Hmm. And I read somewhere that someone said you have to get it on her website. And then that's when I went to her website and I saw those two chapters and I was like, oh, maybe this is it. This has to be it. But
Okay, so previously only available on Callie Hart's website, these scenes, written from Kingfisher's point of view, are now brought to life in audio by popular demand. The scenes included are The Gates, Part 1 and 2, The Fox, The Boots, The Dress. I read The Gates, I think Part 1 and 2,
hmm.
and The Dress. So, what at least those. Now I'm gonna go back to her website because now I gotta look because hold on. Let me get on my computer. Let's see. Callie Hart books. Callie Hart. Callie Hart. Have you read anything else by Callie Hart?
No, but I saw she's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, more like contemporary romance.
Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't be so um discriminative because they're probably good too. And not everything has to be romanticy, but yet everything has to be romanticy.
So, okay, so this first chapter is just called Before, but I have a feeling it's probably the gate part one because it's all about the gate. Then the second part on here is called the gate part two. So I read gate one and gate two for sure. This one is unnamed.
Mm.
The fox, the boots, the dress. Okay, so the second chapter is called The Fox, the Boots, the Dress. It's not, I thought it was three different chapters. So whatever's on her website is the full thing. I don't remember it feeling that long. I don't know why it took them 2 hours to
I
narrate it.
I saw
Took me,
something that said 2 hours. Did you see anything that said
yeah,
that?
no, yeah, the Kingfisher point of view audiobook is 2 hours long. But this took me like, I don't think this took me an
That
hour to read.
what Oh, okay.
Um,
Are we gonna land this plane on Quicksilver? Let's do that before this
yeah.
video gets too long and I have to
Okay,
edit
can I
more.
just read a couple can I just read a couple of bad reviews because they're really funny?
Please.
Okay, my favorite one is um I feel so bad for all talented fantasy authors because how is this popular? The dialogue and the writing are so derogatory millennial. I like maybe that's why I liked it so much as a millennial. And I do feel a little bit like some of the writing, some books that I read are very like millennial coded, and in like 20 years, no one's gonna want to read them because they won't understand the, like the banter or the
Yeah.
back, whatever, because it is a little bit
This
millennial. And then the another one was those of you who told me to finish this are bad humans. And then I saw a review online that I was like really kind of irritated about, and it was a guy, book talker, who reads a lot of fantasy books, and he was like, "Can anyone tell me why you liked Quicksilver other than the fact that they bang a lot?" And I was like, "Okay, sir, who cares? Like, if that's the reason we like it, then why is that a bad reason to like a book? Shut up."
I mean, I mean, he probably watches porn for a reason. Hmm. Some people are just visual learners.
Um, I guess that's going to be my new response to anyone who says shit like that. Who like, okay, so you don't watch porn?
It's not my fault. Your imagination sucks.
Okay, let's land the plane. What five
Yeah.
out of stars? Out of stars, what did you rate it?
I give it 4.
Yeah, I usually
The reread gets a 4. The first one I saw that I had it like the 3. The
Oh.
reread is definitely getting a 4 because it was much better.
Think I would rate it a little higher than a 4. I really enjoyed reading this book, and I think I would read it again at some point. Like if it happens to have a third book, I'd go back and read this no problem.
Hmm. We'll see.
Um,
We'll see. We'll see how much
what
plays
did
out
you think
in
of Sarah
Brimstone.
Swain as a female character? I found her kind of annoying, but it might have been the audio book person.
It was no, no, the voice in my head was a little annoying too.
She's a little annoying. Okay,
Uh,
what did you think of Kingfisher? I am really interested to know what you thought of Kingfisher.
he just got better. He just got better. His experience improved the second time.
I do like Kingfisher. He is definitely an asshole though. Like
I
I could see why people wouldn't like him, but at the end of the day, because yeah, the whole like I'm gonna treat her bad because I'm bad for her and I love her and I'm down. I really want her, but I'm gonna just be an
this
asshole so
is
she doesn't want me. I don't know if I like that trope.
this is where they tell like little girls like when boys are mean to you, it means they like
Yes.
you. I think
I'm
we need
not
to
into
get
that.
rid of that.
I want yearning. I want Luther Corbois level yearning.
I want no, I definitely I want some asshole.
I know you do. That's why I was waiting for it. I was like, I bet she loves Kingfisher because he's such an
Oh my
asshole.
God. And like when he found out that she like was sterilized and he was and then it all
Mm.
made sense at the end
You
and he
sterilized my mate. I'm gonna kill you. That was great.
and like they explained it from her book, his mother's book, and made sense as to why she was supposed to be Fae, but she wasn't. Which
Yeah.
I was kind of I thought that whole God thing and changing her into a human was
Yeah, that was
silly.
weird. I didn't like that.
And
I
then
don't know
all of
how
a
I feel.
sudden she
All the
comes
God
back and
stuff, I don't know how I feel about it.
she comes back and now she wakes up and she's
She's
Fae. Like
half fae and
was
half vampire. I don't know
was
how I
she
feel
like
about that either.
growing ears while she slept?
I know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel
She'll
about
just
that.
wake up and everybody woke up one morning to check on her and she's still sleeping, but she's got ears and size 10 feet.
And size 10 feet and taller and more beautiful. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, please. Wake. I want to wake up. No more wrinkles. Just
Oh
flat
man.
stomach again.
I want to wake up and my legs are
Speaking of Luther
moving.
Corbois, speaking of Luther Corbois,
Oh wait, hold on.
did
Layla's playing.
no, but okay, fine. Okay. Land this plane. Bye.
Bye.